try to have a big diverse lineup, but there are dedicated nights to those kind of communities. So rightly so, their audience members are going to be within that community, I'd imagine. So yeah, I think if yeah, it's the Pizza Hut to Nando's. Sometimes people just don't want pizza.
Yeah, yeah. I prefer pepperoni pizza.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm a classic. Yeah, pepperoni pizza or a meat feast, that'll do me.
Oh, fantastic. Um, but one thing that that's a saying that's probably you probably get this question a lot, but what's it like running a comedy club with a sibling? Because there must be a lot of twos and fro's. People always say this sort of what's called quote that you don't work with your family, but that's I don't believe that at all. I
Yeah.
believe that you got to work with people you trust
Yeah,
and
and I
that you
think
know.
that's the main, that's the main crux of me and Jason. We trust each other. We've been, we've not had a bad life. I want to say that straight away, but we've had bad times, and we've always supported each other through those bad times. So we've had rough patches and things like that, and yeah, and we've always, like I said, we've always tackled those rough times with laughter and joking, and yeah, I think that's helped us run a business together without causing any major issues because we can call each other bad names one day and then just crack on the following day and no hard feelings. And yeah, I think the one thing for us is we quite regularly get mistaken for husband and wife because obviously, as soon as someone walks in and says, "Oh, you're running it with this male or this female," they'll go, "Oh, you're married then." It's like, no, 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 no. so, so yeah, there's a lot of conversation of like, no, no, he's my brother, he's not my husband. So I think that's the biggest trouble that we have. Realistically, yeah, but I think people have always found us a little bit bizarre because we are so close as siblings. It's most siblings aren't necessarily talking to each other every single day when they're grown ups, whereas we were doing that before running Big Deal. So yeah, to add in a passion that we're both really passionate about is yeah, it's just a nice little added thing for us. But yeah, for us it's yeah, it's never really caused us any issues, thankfully. Although going to a family barbecue and just sat talking about Big Deal can get us told off.
Ah, okay.
We get told off by our respective husband and wives and our mum to sort of shut up and stop talking shop, basically. So,
Oh, I bet. But then except when they go and watch it.
oh yeah, exactly. Yeah, they could. I think they're all really proud of what we've been able to do, and they can see that we're so passionate about it. But yeah, there comes a time where they're like, "Wait, stop talking shop now. We're in a family situation." So we're like, "Okay, sorry, sorry, mum."
Yeah, I find it occasionally I get my parents or a couple of relatives to come into the show, and
Mhm.
yeah, my mum's quite strict about this. I try and give her a discount or a free ticket. She says, "No, I'm paying." And
That's nice.
that's really nice. I really like that, and it's
Yeah.
I feel it. I feel a bit uncomfortable sometimes inviting friends or family. I
Hmm.
know yeah, I invite them occasionally, but I only invite them because I know it's a fun show that they'll enjoy. I
Yeah.
don't
Yeah.
invite them because I want them to. Yeah, one thing that happens
Hmm.
in comedy a lot, or I think happens in the clowning communities, is that they invite a lot of their friends to their shows, and it's a bit like
Yeah.
they're your friends. Keep them away from you. Like they're people you spend outside of it. Occasionally invite them
Yeah.
around, but don't keep hounding them. You're not really a friend or a good family member if you keep inviting them to your business.
No, definitely not. And it wouldn't work that way in any other business, would it? So if you're working in any other industry, you're not necessarily going to be inviting your mum to your board meeting every other week, are you? So yeah, we're very similar. We have sort of certain shows that they come to, maybe if it's a big show or if, like you say, if it's an act that we know that they're going to love. But on the whole, they don't tend to come. They support us on social media. They support us on off stage, basically. So for me, I've got little children. So for my husband, his support comes through, being at home with the kids and sort of, and sort of making sure that they're looked after whilst I'm gigging. And For Jay, it's the same. Jess is at home with the kids, and sort of making sure that they've got that support network at home. So yeah, for us, it's not. It's always lovely when they do come, but actually, it's not. Yeah, we don't see it as a negative if they don't.
No. And would your kids ever give stand up a go?
Well, my son is yeah, and well, I think both of them are natural born little jokers. I think just because it comes through the bloodline. I think, but yeah, I think my son is venturing into the world of YouTube and sort of desperate to get onto TikTok, but he's a bit too young for that at the moment. So I imagine yeah, there'll be forays onto the online sort of joking industry, but I don't yeah, I don't know whether I'd yeah, encourage them to go into comedy promotion myself.
Yeah. I mean, TikTok definitely keep them away. There's a lot of good stuff in TikTok, but occasionally, once in every 20 videos, you're like, what the hell is this?
Yeah, exactly.